Back over here this morning. I'm gonna jump on the D6 first thing. It's a little bit brisk. Good 40-degree morning here, but it'll warm up on the dozer. I'm gonna go over around there, start pushing all these stumps over here to these piles so I can start stacking them up. I'm gonna go all the way up there to the road and just start pushing everything into a windrow around this pile and that pile, shake through it with the 220, get everything stacked up to come for a chance of rain, I think this weekend. So maybe able to get over here and start burning some of the stuff and getting it all cleaned up. But that is today's goal, to get over here, rake all this stuff around here, get it pushed up, and finish that little section right there. That'll be all of the clearing for this. He wants me to go down the road where a fence line's going to go and pop up some stumps. But I think today I'll be happy if I get all this rake stacked up, and then if I have time, rake over this lot right here while it's dry and kind of get it cleaned up. If I can get it like this, once I blade it off, it'll be nice and pretty. So let's get the D6. Let me check over the fluids on it and get it fired up. been rocking and rolling. So I've got all of this pushed down here to these 2 piles. All that other stuff pushed into that pile. I got all that debris pushed there. I probably just need to run through there and push some of that grass back and find the stumps there. And made some passes over all this. What I'm going to do, this is the clearing limits right here. As you can tell, I'm taking these roots and stuff and just kind of spreading it over the cut over there. And when I do the final pass with the Komatsu dozer, just kind of go in there and level that out a little bit. But I'm just trying to fill it into the top of those stumps. And when they replant that this winter or fall or whenever, I don't know when they're going to plant it, and the trees will just grow up through that, and all that will become timberland again. I got to go down the edge right there. There's some few groups of stumps right in there, and I think he wants me to go all the way down there and just kind of clean that up so we can do a fence up front or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I'm going to go get on the 220 now, start up there and stack some of those stumps onto that pile. I may just leave that big pile of stumps there, pick some of them through there, but I can just kind of add those to the pile as it's burning there. That'll kind of give me something to do and not waste time right now. Let's go through this pile of stumps that I pushed up and clean some of these off. Here's a big pine stump here. It might not get cleaned off too good. Pile, and as they burn down, I'll pick them up and drop them and move them around. Lots of stumps. There was a lot of stumps out here. Bit of dirt comes off, not a whole lot. Steady, sit here and pick everything out, put it in the pile. This is my probably least favorite part, other than moving ashes. Sitting here plucking all the stuff up, putting it in the pile, separate it out from the dirt so that it burns. It's more fun pushing it into a pile with the dozer. But it's got to be done. Bad when you get a lot of the stumps that don't have a lot of dirt on them. You can literally just grab them and throw them in the pile. Then you get a few of those big ones that are just packed full of dirt. You just got to sit there and keep whittling away on them. Kind of like that one. It's just stay right there. Do it before it rains, because once it rains, this, you know, it always has dirt in it when you push it up with the dozer. Then it becomes mud. Then you end up with a big pile of muddy, wet stumps. Alright, I'm going to keep plucking through here and stacking these. And over here on the last pile now, getting everything stacked up and cleaned up around the pile here. I'll show you once I get done. The other pile, I'll spin around here real quick and show you. These seem to have cleaned up a little bit better. But I got all that. I left the pile of, I'll probably push that over there and save that for some small stuff if I need to get the fire going and not bury it in the pile of stumps. But I got all this stuff left, and I'll just take it and push it over there, over the cutover. And I may just push it over there to the edge for right now, because I might end up doing a building pad out here. And if so, I'm definitely going to need dirt. And what I can do is go over there and dig a hole, get the good clay for the pad, and then bury all this mess right here to fill the hole back in. sticks in there. Just keep plucking away at it. Well, stuff is starting to really look a lot better stacked up. I got that little pile there and that, but I'll just add that to the pile whenever I start burning it. So all of that is now stacked up into the piles. I got this last little corner over here. I'm going to jump on the 330, go over there, finish stumping that, and then probably go down the edge of the road and get some of those stumps up. And if I have time, I may take the smaller dozer and start kind of raking through some of this while it's nice and dry. It'll just rake out a lot nicer and cleaner. So let me go ahead and start this up and put the stumper back on it. All right, so I'm down here stumping this lower section. I ran the D6 through here to try to break some of the grass off and brush and find the stumps. By golly, whoever cut this cut it so high that you hit a stump, you felt like you were driving off of a mountain. So I decided to quit running the dozer through here, and there wasn't but a couple more passes left. I just rake through that with the excavator, and then our root rake is just take this grass and everything, push it out there into the cut over there and spread it out. There was quite a few good size stumps right in here. This thing has spoiled me, by golly. I went after I was raking up stuff with the 220, I came over here and was going to dig up a couple of them. I tugged a few of them and they didn't even budge. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get back on the 330. It digs them up so easy, there's no need to sit there and stress my machine there. Looking, I can just get this big thing and just pluck them right up out of the ground. There. poplar stump. All the roots. Get these bad boy stumps laid out here so they can dry out. Forecast is calling for some rain here in about 4 days, so that'll be good if they can sit here and dry out some more. I'll get all this stumped here today, maybe rake it tomorrow, and then well, I got a few more right many stumps to take out on the other path down there beside the road. I just have to see. I like to get started on the pond side, get that cleared. That stuff's got to take a little bit of time to dry out as well. I probably need to go ahead and do that. Well, no. I need to get all these stumps up here dug up so that it can all go into the burn pile and be burnt. Two big ones side by side here. Those stumps. And finally, all the stumps on the lot here are dug up. Just need to rake through that with the dozer. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But first, I'm going to take that excavator down here. Still got a couple more hours for today, and go down the edge over there and see how many of those stumps beside the road I can get up. Straighten up his fence line. Well, I made it all the way to the end. Way up there where that tree is where I stopped clearing for the clearing limits. So had to come all the way, no, actually farther past that. You can't even see where I started. That's the one right before the power line. Anywho, got this stumped. He said there was about 8 stumps. It was more like 80 stumps, but I think I got majority of everything. I can run down here with the dozer, blade this off, and turn this into a nice little path around the front side of this property. So it's time to call it a day. So I'm going to make the trek back up here and block in the fuel trailer and head out of here.